Everybody, hey, we're back with Live at 5 on SFC. Thank you guys. I appreciate you joining me today. I really do. Such a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. We've had all kinds of weather today with rain and all that other stuff. So, but nonetheless, it is a beautiful day. I hope that you have gone out and tried to enjoy the day to the best of your ability, whether inside or outside. It's still a beautiful day. So let me remind you, you saw before I came on, that's why I was laughing, because it sort of kind of caught me off guard a little bit, but you saw where we are still looking for you guys to sign up for our SFC at Sea cruise that's happening March the 11th through 16th in 2023. We have extended the day for some of you guys. Some of you guys have asked if we could just extend the day a little bit, the date rather, to sign up and get your deposit paid. We also worked things out with Carnival Cruise Line, so they're letting us only pay $25. So that'll help you guys out a whole lot. We're paying $25 until September September the second week in September. We have that going on. So if you have not paid your deposit for the cruise, please join all of us. Hey, let's see what we got here. We got needs to be paid by September 2nd, $25. September the 2nd, $150 by June the 11th, and the balance needs to be paid in full by the 26th of December. So you've got some time. You can ask off. There were several of those of you who were asking about extending the cutoff period for the deposit, because you needed to let the fiscal year run out for your job or your company and all that stuff. But anyway, September the 2nd is the cutoff date. We've extended it. Please join me on this cruise. It's a mind, body, spirit cruise where we have a day to where we can just come together, find that center, find that balance, and then the rest of the time it's just going to be loads of fun. Appreciate you, Denise, Benny, Catherine. Thank y'all for joining me today. But it's going to be loads of fun. So I want you guys there. I really want you guys to be a part of our first cruise. Now, in 2024, we're going to do something different. We may go on another cruise, depending on how you like it, or we'll just go fly through the air, the friendly skies, and we'll see what's going on. But we want to do this every year, so we can just come together as folk with like minds and the same mindset, trying to just be the best version of ourselves. So that's it. That's my commercial for the SFC cruise. So need you guys to get paid, get signed up, everything. We'll just go from there. So let's get into it. We started last week with a new topic for the month, setting intentions. And we had some good discussion on how important setting intentions are. And, if I can remember correctly, several of you said that you start your day with intentions and you saw the relevance, you saw the importance of setting those intentions, and it has changed your life. And I can give you my own personal testimony to the fact that setting intentions for me for every single day, and sometimes I have to go back and revisit them throughout the day, but setting intentions every single day, as soon as my eyes come open and I'm coherent enough to think, I set my intention for the day. And one of the things that I've realized is setting those intentions. It helps keep you focused. It helps me to see how I can control my day, because I am in control of my day, in control of my mood, I'm in control of how I react or respond. So all of these things are the benefits of setting intentions. So, you guys gave some very good discussions. Um, I guess what we failed to do, we took for granted, I believe, that everybody knew what intentions were and how to set those intentions. So today I sort of kind of want to backpedal just a little bit to make sure that we're all on the same page as it relates to setting intentions and knowing exactly what those intentions are. I came up with this definition about setting intentions, and here it is. And if you're able to write it down, if I need to repeat it, just let me know. But setting intentions is clearly stating what you want to experience or achieve in a given day. Now, remember, setting intentions are not just a day-to-day thing. They can be. But if you need to set an intention for half a day or for a week, that's totally up to you. But setting those intentions is saying that you are clearly defining what you want to experience. You're clearly choosing your own experience or what you want to achieve. So, for example, every day when you wake up, you say, today I'm going to experience kindness. I'm going to release kindness out into the atmosphere, and I'm going to expect kindness to come back. That's setting an intention. Most of the time, we set our intentions based on our values. Our values are what sort of kind of mold and shape our intentions. One of the things that I've learned about setting intentions is I can only set them for myself. I can't worry about anybody else. I can't worry about anything else. When I set intentions, my intentions are solely set based on how I view the world and what I want to accomplish, one, and what I want to experience in that given day. So, setting intentions with that definition is simply giving you a roadmap, is helping you live day to day with purpose as opposed to being on autopilot, which is how most people live their lives. Brene Brown, who is this therapist that's a wonderful young lady, she has a book out talking about core values and how setting intentions, most of them are centered around our core values like love, kindness, joy, peace, gratitude, all of those things, where you can help mold and shape your intentions every day. One of the things too with setting intentions, you have to remember that they're personal. Again, every day that I set my intention, I can't worry about anybody else. I can only control me. I can only control my life and how I want my life to be lived, how I want to achieve certain things, those things that only I want to experience. So when I set my intentions every day, I simply make sure that, first of all, I'm in a good mindset. I'm good in a good state of mind. I realize that most of the time, the way you lay down is how you get up. So if you go to bed angry, if you go to bed frustrated, worried, full of doubt, that's how you get up. So the first thing that I do is I make sure that my mind is clear and I'm in the right mind state so that my intentions will not be driven by anything other than love, kindness, joy. And it's really making sure that I construct, if you will, the roadmap to get me to where I want to go for the day. Setting the intentions, if there are goals that I need to set, if there are tasks that I need to complete, setting the intention helps me literally to live my life purpose driven. I'm going to stop there because I've got some other stuff I want to share with you, but I want to hear what you have to say as well. Please, based on the definition, clearly stating your objective, clearly stating what you want to experience and achieve in that given day or in that given week. Please tell me what your thoughts are with that. Let's start with the definition first. Do you think that I encompassed or I was able to capture it, the definition for intentions or setting an intention? Help me out. Those of you that are my talkers. Do you believe that setting intention helps you accomplish what you need to accomplish and experience the life that you want to experience on a day-to-day basis or week-to-week basis, whatever that case may be? As well as be thinking about, do you believe that setting an intention helps you live your life purpose-driven, and you have a roadmap to get you to where you want to go? What are your thoughts on that part? Those two things right there, and then we're going to come back in and talk about some other stuff. So let me hear your thoughts real quick, because I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you for those of you that have some difficulty setting those intentions. We're going to talk about how to actually set good intentions to help you get to where you're trying to go. So please tell me yes and yes. Benny says yes and yes, that setting the definition is good. It helps you to experience what you want to experience, achieve what you want to achieve, and it's also a roadmap to help you get there. Benny, tell me why would you say yes, especially to the latter part of it being a roadmap or helping you live your life on purpose? I know you were one of the ones last week that said, I'm doing this. I set my intentions daily and it has changed my life. How is setting intentions, how does it serve as a roadmap, or how does it help you live your life on purpose, if you will? And I know you're probably typing away, so I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you a chance to type, Benny, because I know you got a lot to say. Catherine says, I believe setting intentions are good for each day. It helps to set up the tone of the day. It absolutely does. It helps you sort of kind of maneuver through your day. Again, purpose driven. So many of us live life on autopilot. We go through life on like a robot. I was sharing with somebody earlier today that I don't want to live my life. I don't want to just get up and have to go to work every day and do what I do. I don't want to have the same routine doing the same thing, because it then becomes mundane. It becomes uneventful. It becomes literally a life lived on autopilot. And I think setting an intention is when you say, this is what I want to experience. By the end of the week, I want to have experienced, or I want to have achieved or accomplished those things. That's what it would be. It helps you to find that purpose. Denise says, what you want to achieve in a given day is something that will help you your daily plans to go smoother, and it helps to stay focused. Intention keeps the focus. You guys are all saying, Derek Washington, hey man, it says, I would say it helps you remain focused. Absolutely. All of you are saying the exact same thing, and that's wonderful because it says that we're all on the same page. It does. Setting an intention helps you to maintain focus. It helps you to have an end goal, an end result. And not only that, it sort of kind of keeps you in that track, if you will, of making sure that you are going to get to what you're trying to get to. So Derek says, setting intentions, write it out in your journal, review it daily, and see your progress. Absolutely. And that is what we were going to talk about in a few minutes, Derek, about how to set an intention. And you're right. Writing it out is so vitally important, and putting it in ways that only you can understand it. So we're going to get into that in a few minutes. But yes, Derek, thank you so much. It absolutely helps for you to write your intention every day. You know, for me, I have learned that until I can get a mantra in my spirit, until I can get it ingrained in my mind, I have to write it down so that I won't forget. not so that I won't forget my intention, but so that I won't forget to remind myself of the intention that I set. Because sometimes life can throw you a curveball, and you forget what your intention was for that day. As much as you try to stay focused, there are times when things don't really go as you have planned. Doesn't mean that you cannot reach your mark, or get to that place that you're trying to go. It means that you just have to think and rethink some things. Denise says it's like being in a tunnel and only you know the way out. Yeah, it is like that, Denise. It is actually like being in a tunnel and you have to find your way out. You know how to get out. It just takes some time. But yeah, setting an intention helps you live that life, like I said, purpose driven. So appreciate that. The next thing is, let's talk about how to set intentions. I got some things down that I've read that I want to share with you, some things that I want to see what you think about this, and if we're on the right track. So here it goes. It says, setting an intention. How to set an intention is you make sure you put the phrase in a way that only you can understand it. That means that you make it clear enough that you can own it for yourself. It's truly personal. You put it in a phrase. Today will be, or today is the day. And the second thing, while I'm saying that, is intentions are supposed to always be put in present tense. It's not something that's going to happen in the future. It's something that you need to see happen in your now, in your present. So the first thing is you need to put it in a language or in a tone or what have you that only you can understand it, that it can be understood by you. So for example, when you set that mantra for the day, you need to make sure that I heard something, and it's so crazy. This little mantra about money that I learned, and when I feel like I need to manifest money, or I need to just focus on money, there's a little phrase that's saying, it's a little jingle that I heard, I think on TikTok several months ago. And it says, ching, ching, ching goes the money tree. Some of you may have heard it. And every time it ching, money comes to me. It all flows in so abundantly from the top, left, right, and up under me. So that was in a language, and it was so catchy that I just like, when I need to focus in and I need to set my intentions about money, about spending it, about manifesting it, that little jingle will come into my head. There's another one that I use. It flows. Everything that I need, it flows into my life every day. It flows. And I just change the words up. Love, it flows. Money, it flows. Opportunity, it flows into my life every day. It flows. So those are the kinds of phrases that I use to make it clear and to make it effective to me. So throughout the day, I'm simply saying those little things in my mind. I'm riding down the road, down the highway, sitting at the table, all of these things. It keeps it, because that little jingle always plays over and over in my head, and it helps me to set that intention. Again, I make sure it's phrased. I don't say it is flowing into my life every day. It is flowing. No, it flows. That's the present tense. Money, it flows into my life every day. It flows. Love, it flows into my life every day. It flows. It is present tense. So those are the two things that you can make sure that it is in a way that you can understand it. It's clear and concise to you. Number two is make sure it's in the present tense. Then the next thing when you're setting your intention is to think about the feeling that it's going to give you. Think about the feeling that it's going to give you when you're able to put your hands on it. That feeling of happiness, that feeling of freedom, that feeling of excitement, or what have you. Think about the feeling that your intention is going to set. And that is your driving force. That is like your North Star to help you get to where you're going. It helps you get to where you're going when you are focused on that feeling of not so much the intention that you focus on, but the feeling that you're going to get once that intention has manifested. So that's the thing that I need you to do and focus on it that way. The next thing is like Derek said, you write it down. Make sure you write it down. Put it in your journal. Put it on a sticky note. Just put it somewhere that you're going to walk by, that you're going to turn to every single day throughout the day. Put it in a place where it can serve as your reminder. Don't put it in an old Bible somewhere that you won't ever go back and read again throughout the day. Stick it on a sticky note. Put it on a sticky note and stick it on your bathroom window. Stick it on your refrigerator. Somewhere you know that throughout the day you're going to walk past, or you're going to just be there and you're able to see what that intention is. What was the intention that you set at 6:45 in the morning and it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon? Sometimes life can become so busy and eventful that you forget the intent that you set at 6:15 that morning or 6:45. So you have to remind yourself. One of the things, and I think because I have done it so long, once I set the intention, I don't necessarily have to write them down, depending on what it is, in all honesty, depending on what it is. If it's a new intention, then I do write it down. But if it's something that I want to see, like seeing love, experiencing kindness, experiencing gratitude, then if that's my intention for the day, it's at a place now to where I don't absolutely have to write every single thing down. But I know and I have it in my head to where throughout the day, I'm going back to it mentally. I'm going back to it emotionally. And that's what I encourage. Until you get to that place, make sure you write it down so that you can refer back to it throughout the day. And the last thing about that, number 5, is remember that your intention, it only belongs to you. It's nobody else's responsibility to make sure that your intentions are set and or carried out. Remember, this is what you want to experience. This is what you want to achieve. So you need to make sure that when you set those intentions, that you understand exactly what it is you're trying to experience in your day or in your week, whatever the case may be. Setting those intentions will surely help guide your life. Denise says it's like being in a tunnel and you're knowing the way out. Derek says it helps you stay focused. Denise saying the same thing. It helps you stay focused. Derek says, I do a brain dump at the end of the day to see if I acted on my intentions or not. That's a good thing to do. That's a good practice to have. Doing a brain dump, do a reflection every single day. And I tend to do that too. I go through my day once I'm in bed, all the lights are out, but I can really just focus. And I go through my day. Did I experience what I want to experience? Did I accomplish or achieve what I wanted to achieve in the day? I intend for every day to be a productive day. But that productivity changes based on what I need to do. So I don't just lay down and say, I accomplished everything, because being busy don't mean you're being productive. I want to be productive. I don't want to just be busy. So I want to make sure that my day, I followed that roadmap. I lived my life purpose-driven for that day. I ain't worried about tomorrow. Tomorrow will handle itself. I need to make sure that my day is driven by intention. I need to make sure that my mind is focused. That's the key word that you guys kept using. Focus, focus, focus. And we will make sure that setting those intentions will absolutely make sure that you, at the close of your day, when you go over, you do that brain dump, is what Derek called it. When you do that reflecting, when you do that settling, whatever you want to call it, when you do that at the end of your day, you can make sure that you have met the intentions that you set. It's no point in setting intentions or going through that every day and you don't follow through with them, or you don't see progress. Your objective is to always see progress. It ain't nobody else's business but yours. You need to focus on that. You need to make sure that you are in a place where you see your life in a steady progression forward. Setting intentions helps you have that roadmap to get you to exactly where you want to go on a day-to-day basis. So I challenge you over the next few days to start setting some intentions. Set what you want to see. Make sure that at the close of the day, you do a checklist. Did I meet the intention that I set for today? My intention today was to be the best version of myself. My intention today is to be more responsive as opposed to being reactive. So when you finally settle down for the close of the day, see whether or not you met those intentions. If you didn't, do a reset for the next day. But then you need to ask yourself, why didn't I experience what I want to experience? I wanted to experience the more jovial, the more happy, the more joyous side of me. But I spent the majority of my day being frustrated and angry. So, set those intentions and then do a brain dump or a reflection or whatever to see if those intentions were met. Busy versus productive, definitely a difference. You're right. Denise said, "Can you send out the list on how to set intentions?" I certainly can, Denise. Um, I'll have someone put that together and post it somewhere wherever they do the posting. Denise says, "Should your intentions be long term or short term?" I think they can be both, Denise. I think that there's a big difference in goal setting and intention setting. When you set goals, if you don't meet those goals, there's a sense of failure that comes over most of us. There's a sense of failure. When you set intentions, attention is not something that you look to accomplish, it's something that you look to experience. And again, most of the time, intentions are set based off of our core values, like love, kindness, joy. And you can experience that because once you learn how to set the intention, you change your life. Because if you set the intention of today is going to be the most phenomenal day that I've ever experienced. Everybody that I come up against or everybody that I introduce myself to, we're going to exchange nothing but positive energy. There's a difference in saying, by the end of the week, I want to have $100 saved. That's goal setting. Intention setting is driven by your core values, and they can be both long term. Denise example, it could be the day. You could say by the end of the month, I want to meet at least 15 kind people. I want to meet at least 15 loving people who will express their love towards me in a very unique way. And those are intentions because they're driven by your core value. Remember, one of the how-tos of setting intentions is realizing how it makes you feel, is experiencing the emotion that that intention is going to make you feel. So there can be some long-term intentions and there can be some short-term intentions as well. I tend to lean more towards setting day-to-day intentions as opposed to long-term, because then it gets fuzzy. It starts looking at like goals, and I don't want goals. I simply want a day-to-day intentions, because if my intentions are pure, if my intentions are set and they're based around my core values, I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm going to meet my goals. They're going to automatically happen. So I need to make sure that my intentions are set. And again, it's present tense. It's all about me. It's what I can remember. It's what's going to be effective to me. It's how these intentions are going to make me feel once they are experienced. And that is a day-to-day thing for me. Today, I just want to be the best version of me, whatever that looks like. I want to be the kindest version, the happiest version, loving version, whatever that is. I want to be able to be that. And then everything else tends to fall in place around all of that. Thank you for joining us, Derek, today. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all today. That's it for today. I appreciate you so very much, and all of your contributions as we talk and share. I don't know everything. I can only give you what I have grown into, and I want you to do the same thing, because as we grow together on this journey, we all will have something to share from our own experiences, and that's what I want you to do. Don't forget, go and sign up, y'all. Go ahead and sign up for our cruise if you're able to go. I would love to have you. I just want this to be phenomenal. Guess what? It is going to be phenomenal. That intention is already set. And Denise, that's sort of a long term because it's not going to happen until March the 11th. But what I do know is this is not something that just happened by chance. This is something that I believe has been divinely orchestrated for a place where all of us can come together and just share our journey with each other to keep us inspired, to keep us motivated, to keep us encouraged to know that better days are here. So please, 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 $25 will get you in. It'll help you solidify your place. You get to choose rooms. You get to do all that stuff. Just know that by December 26th, everything has to be paid. So the more money you put up front, the less you put out at the back end. So vice versa. So anyway, thank y'all so much. Always remember, stay strong, stay focused, stay confident, stay defined. Talk to you guys next week.